Hello, my friends, and welcome back to my channel. It is weigh-in day, and it is not a good one. I don't want to say I'm surprised. I did not expect this big of a gain. I did expect a gain. I was a little too free with myself. I totally admit it. You know, we had some really good times with Adam. One-on-one time with Adam. We had some good one-on-one time with Andrew over the weekend, and I'll be 100% honest, I focused a little bit too much on the food. A little too many treats. So I did have a gain this week of 2 pounds. The picnic on Monday, I'm sure, did not help. It was super hot and humid here. You know, I ate food that I normally wouldn't eat. A lot of sodium. So I'm sure that helped contribute to it. But it is what it is. No excuses. I'm up 2 pounds because I couldn't shut the pie hole. Yep. And I'll tell you, I didn't even have a great day yesterday. We went out to Lancaster for the day. Started off great. Had a wonderful breakfast. Had a very stable lunch. We went out to lunch, but I had a very stable lunch. Very, point-friendly lunch. But then the picking began. Couple little pieces of chocolate here, and then I had already planned. I planned this when we decided to go out to Lancaster. I have not had an Amish donut in probably almost a year. And I said, and this is my favorite place to get them. Not even the Amish market near my house anymore because they've gotten a little bit chintzy. And very expensive. Oh my gosh. Sidebar. The Amish market donuts now are $1.75 each. That is ridiculous. I won't pay that. At Shady Maple, we got 3 for $3.12. So whatever, what are they, $1.03 each, $1.04 each? Because we each got a donut. And I'm not gonna lie, I enjoyed every minute of it. But I will tell you this, I felt gross last night. A couple pieces of chocolate, a donut, and then when we got home last night, we were all a little hungry, so I made up a little charcuterie board. I did okay with that, I really did, but not the best choices of, I had a couple pieces of salami, a couple pieces of pepperoni. I did weigh them out. I did, pay attention. But oh my gosh, the sodium. Last night, I always take water up to bed. I drank my entire thing of water last night by 3 a.m. and was looking for more. Was reaching over the nightstand to Doug's side to get his water. So just a really not great day of eating yesterday. But I recognize that. I own it. No one forced me to do that. And I know this is going to sound crazy. Hear me out, please. In a way, I'm sort of glad it happened because it's a good reminder. It's a good reminder of, A, how I feel when I do not fuel my body with nutrient-dense, good-for-me food. I'm not saying not to have a treat now and then. I should have stopped at the donut. I shouldn't have had the couple little pieces of chocolate. I shouldn't have had the little bit of cured meat because that's what set off the salt last night. Oh my God, I'm still, I cannot wait to get up here and just drink a gallon of water. This reminded me that a little treat once in a while is okay, but not 4 treats in the same day. So, guys, I apologize to you for a bad example, but I wanted to be honest with you too. I could have lied and said, I had a great day yesterday while we were in Lancaster. I stayed on plan. Bullcrap, I didn't. I had a crap day, and I'm telling you that. And why am I telling you that? I'm telling you that because I feel like I let myself down and you down. And I'm telling you this because guess what? It happens. It happens. It could happen to someone who's 2 weeks into their journey. It could happen to someone who's 2 months into their journey. I'm 4 years into this, and look what? I screwed up. It happens. But here it is, guys. How do you treat it when it happens? Do I wake up today and say, screw it? I had a bad day yesterday, and you know what? I'm going to go get a donut today, and you know what? I'm not going to have those delicious shrimp tacos for dinner. I think I'm going to make a pot of spaghetti and eat a pound of it. Or I think I'm gonna make a lasagna and eat half. Nope. Nope, that's not, and I'm also not gonna go to the extreme route and say, oh my gosh, yesterday, I'm fasting for 2 days. I am not gonna eat anything. I am going to like just eat cucumbers. Nope. Nope. I'm going to get back on track today and eat like I normally eat. For 2 reasons. Number 1, I know it's gonna make me feel better. And number 2, it's going to remind me how good I feel when I eat good food. No one's perfect. No one's perfect. And if anyone tries to tell you that they are perfect 24/7, I tend to not believe that. But that's just me. You have to recognize when you screw up. And that's what I did. I screwed up. And I admit it. And I'm back on it. It's so funny. My body is craving fruits and vegetables. I want nothing more than to go out there. We picked a couple cucumbers. I cannot wait to cut up that cucumber, sprinkle some of the Redmond's real salt on it, because oh my gosh, the taste of that stuff, and munch on that. Like, I can't wait to get that in my body. I know. Who is this girl and where is this coming from? The old me would be like, hey, that donut was darn good and I'm gonna go get another one. I have no desire. It actually is like making me sick thinking about it. I just want, I want a smoothie. I want a smoothie for lunch today. Like, that's all I was thinking about this morning while I was working out. I'm like, oh my gosh, I want a smoothie. And we have so much beautiful fruit here. Oh my gosh, I want a smoothie for lunch. Because that's what my body craves now. So enough about that, because this is not the WW topic of the day. I just feel like I needed to unload that on you and to tell you that, you know, I am sorry I did not set a good example. But you know what? Maybe that is a good example. Maybe it is. Because I cannot wait to get back on track. I cannot wait to feel better, because I feel like crap. I do. I feel like crap. I feel bloated. I feel gross. Yeah, so I cannot wait to chug some water. I'm probably gonna add some green tea in there to detox a little bit. And yeah, my electrolyte water first and foremost this morning, because during the night I just drink plain water. And it's early, so I haven't had anything yet. But, so that's it. I am up 2 pounds and I plan on slaying this. And we have a busy weekend. We have 2 events. We have a picnic to go to Saturday. And we have a dear priest friend of ours is celebrating his 25th Jubilee, his silver Jubilee as a priest. And we have that celebration on Sunday. But you know what? Nope. I'm going to make a plan. And guess what? That's the topic today. How to plan for a roadblock before it happens. Worried about how you'll stay on track during a weekend at a friend's house, a work trip, or a big celebration? Got to this weekend. Don't be. You don't always have to stick to your usual script. Pencil in a rehearsal beforehand so you'll know exactly what to do in the moment. My big thing is planning, guys. They say to try this. Roll camera. Pretend you're watching your typical day play out like a movie. What's going on? Who else is there? How is it different from your usual routine? Okay, so let's just take my Saturday picnic as an example. What's going on? This is Doug's deacon group. So who is there? All of Doug's deacon classmates and their wives and their families. How is it different from your usual routine? Usually when we go to a picnic or a barbecue, something, I know the people. It's usually, family or good friends. I don't know these people. I know a couple of them casually. I know one couple very well through church because they also go to our church. I don't know if they're going to be there or not. And I've met these people casually before, but I don't know who they are. So this is going to be different for me. Notice the hiccups. List anything that might get in the way of healthy habits you rely on now. Maybe your friend doesn't have a treadmill if you're going to a friend's house, or you can't cook your favorite morning oatmeal in the hotel room. In my case, I know what's being served is hot dogs and hamburgers and a whole bunch of sides. But I don't know the brand of the hot dogs, the brand of the hamburgers. I don't know the points. I don't know what people are going to bring. So these are the things that I need to notice as hiccups, and then I need to find the realistic solution for that. And that's number 3, find a realistic solution. Think of things you can do to stay engaged with your journey. You could, if you're at a friend's house who doesn't have a treadmill, you could stream workouts in the WW app or try a recipe for no-cook overnight oats. In my case, what I'm going to do, I am going to take a dish to share that I know the points on and that is friendly in points. I am going to take my summer staple, my corn, tomato, and mozzarella salad. I know the points, I know what I can have, and I also know that if I look at that table and there's the potato salad laden with mayonnaise and the macaroni salad laden with mayonnaise and the coleslaw with a heavy dressing or whatever, I'm trying to think of other sides that people bring, the Italian pasta salad that's swimming in oil. I know that I have my corn salad, and guess what? Even if I have 2 servings of that, I still know the points on it. I still know what's in it. So I can eat, I can indulge, I can enjoy in the stuff that I can control. Maybe, just maybe, I will take a dessert that I know the points of. Maybe not necessarily a WW dessert, but a dessert where I know the points of. And I can say, okay, I'm going to take my caramel zucchini cupcakes. And I know they are, I don't even know, 6 points each. Or I'm going to take zucchini bread and I know it's 4 points a slice. I can plan that in. I can pre-plan that. So while everybody else is eating a dessert that someone brought that might be 12 points, I know I can have a real dessert along with everybody else. I know, A, what's in it, because we're picky about our ingredients, and I know the points. So I can find solutions. They may not be the easiest solution. They may make me work a little bit harder, but you know me, guys, I'm not afraid of a little hard work, especially when it comes to managing my journey, especially when it comes on the heels of a day where I totally crapped out. Number 4, revise the script. Use your answers from step 2 and step 3 to make an action plan for how you're going to support your goals. Be specific about the what, where, how, and when. I kind of tied that all in. I am going to take a friendly side dish, something where I know what is in it, I know the points to it, and I know that if I overindulge in that, it'll be okay because it's not 6, 7, 8 points a serving. It's 2 points a serving. It's planning. It comes down to planning, my friends. I say it all the time, and that's what it comes down to. It may look a little different each time, but that's what it comes down to. I'll bring up another point when I'm done. Think ahead. Fast forward to after the credits roll. How will you get back to your regular routines? Write down the first thing you'll do and when. So I'm kind of doing that today after yesterday. How am I going? Okay, so after this weekend of being out on Saturday at a picnic and out on Sunday at a celebration meal, which I have zero clue. Like, we don't have to take anything, and I have zero clue. I don't know if it's going to be snacks. I don't know if it's going to be a luncheon. I have no clue what it's going to be. Zero clue. But I have a plan. I have a plan for that. But how am I going to get back on track? Just like I always do. Come Monday, I am not going to starve myself. I am not going to continue eating what I shouldn't be eating. I am going to go back to what I know. I am going to go back to my meal plan. I am going to go back to my whole foods, my nutrient-dense, natural, organic, whole, good-for-me foods. That is what I am going to do, and that is what I'm going to do today to feel better. So it basically comes down to planning, my friends. It does. And now I forget what I was going to say when I said I was going to say something. Oh, well. Must not have been that important. Then, of course, they say, let's dive a little deeper. Don't get us wrong, we love routines. But the truth is your routine isn't going to work every single day because life isn't the same every single day. Think of all the things that could shake up your plans. Parties, vacations, holidays, friends staying the weekend. Do you have to give up those to stay on track? No way. You don't have to force your usual habits to work in a different environment. Square peg, meet the round hole. Instead, make shifts and changes that work with your new day to day. It's like taking a detour. You'll still get to the same destination, but it might take a little bit longer or look a little different than your usual route. And that's nothing to worry about. Remember, this journey is not about depriving yourself of anything, and that includes foods, drink, and experiences. The secret is giving yourself permission to be flexible and adjust your routine when you need to so you can enjoy every delicious moment. And that is true to a point. Yesterday, I gave myself way too much permission. I've said this before. Yes, you can take an inch. You cannot take a foot. You cannot take a yard. And yesterday, I took a foot. I should have stopped at the one treat, but I did not. I did not. And Doug even said to me, "You're going to regret that." And guess what? Doug was right. He was. He always is. But I did it anyway. And like I said, I know it sounds crazy, but I'm glad I did it. I need that reminder sometimes. Sometimes you're just so on plan and so good, and you forget. You always feel so good that you forget how crappy you feel when you don't do good. And what would happen if I continue to have a bad day today and have a bad day tomorrow and have a bad day on Friday? What would happen is my body would get used to that crap again. And that would be the new normal. And I do not want that. I do not want that. So yes, it is okay to not deprive yourself of something, but you need to stop and think. Okay? You know you're going out. Like we know, this is what I remember now what I wanted to say. We know that on Saturday and Sunday we are going to be eating something that we don't know what we're going to be eating. So I make adjustments for my day. On Saturday, we will have a very low point breakfast. I will keep my breakfast at 2 to 3 points. With your 0 point foods, my friends, you can do that. You can do that. I can have a nutrient-dense breakfast that is going to keep me full and satiated for very few points. Very few points. And then I have more points to spend at the party. Same thing on Sunday. We will have a very low point breakfast. And then we will have our party celebration in the afternoon. And then later on that night, if we are hungry, we will have something very light. We will have a beautiful vegetable platter. We will have a salad. We will throw some protein on that salad. It's workable. You just have to plan for it. We're not going to go out to this celebration and then on the way home say, yeah, you know what, let's stop and grab a pizza. No. Old us probably would have done that. New us does not do that. And now after yesterday, I know how I would feel if I did that. And that is going to be in the back of my mind. You can plan, okay, you're going out for a celebration meal. You know you've heard my spiel a million times about celebration meal versus replacement meal. Going out for a celebration meal. So you're going to order something a little more decadent than you normally would, but you know you're only going to eat half of it. What do you do with the other half? Personally, for me, and I know that this is not the most frugal thing to do, I leave it there. You know why? Let's say I decide to go out to dinner and have, I don't know, something decadent, something high in point. And I'm going to say, well, I'm only going to eat half. I'm going to take the other half home. Well, what am I going to do with that half? I'm going to eat it again the next day. And that is having 2 celebration meals, 2 huge meals. Not what I want to do. So sometimes you have to leave it on the table. Sometimes you just have to say, you know what? It's a celebration. Yes, I'm wasting money. Yes, I'm wasting food, but I have to do it for me. Sometimes you have to do it for the betterment of you. And sometimes you have to let that go because I am not going to bring home, okay, let's say eggplant parm is one of my favorite things. And when you get that out, the eggplant is fried. There's a crap ton of cheese on it. I'm going to eat half and I'm going to enjoy it. But if I brought that home, I'm heating it up and eating it the next day. So that eggplant parm may have been 30 points in the restaurant and I ate 15 of it. Do I really want to eat 15 points again at one meal the next day? That's not good for me food, because face it, it's not. All that cheese and all that fried is not good for you. No, I don't want to do that, so I'm leaving it on the table. It's the hard decisions that we have to make sometime. And that's how it's going to be at these celebrations. I'm leaving it on the table. I'm taking the tiniest amount to get the taste, and that's it. It's what we have to do. It sucks sometimes. I'm not going to lie to you. It sucks sometimes. But what do you want more? Do you want that food that's going to taste amazing for 5 or 10 minutes while you're eating it? Or do you want your body to feel amazing for 5 or 10 years when you treat it right, when you eat correctly, when you eat good whole foods, when you ditch the junk, when you ditch the bad oils, and when you ditch the bad sugar replacements, and when you ditch the bad stuff for you, when you ditch the chemicals, when you ditch all that and you start feeling good, that's what you want to do. That's going to be your 5 to 10 years of good health versus the 5 or 10 minutes of, wow, this tasted good. And like I said, it's okay once in a while. That donut was delicious yesterday. It was. And you know what? 6, 7 months from now, I'll have another one because I'll be craving it then. And I probably won't be craving it before then because I know how I feel right now, which is crappy. But you need to stop at one. You need to stop at one. Treat yourself once in a while. Not cheat. Treat yourself once in a while. But not with 4 things in one day and not over multiple days. It's what you want the most. You want that instant gratification? Sometimes we do, and that's okay. As long as it stays there. We want that long-term gratification, and that's what you have to look for. Your eye on the prize. That prize, my friends, is not a donut. That prize is a healthy heart. It is a healthy body. It is good joints. It is not inflammation. It is not diabetes. It is not high blood pressure. It is not any of those things. Remember that. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard when you're seeing a half a pound of weight loss a week. It's hard when you have a setback. But you know what? Do hard things. That's where the satisfaction comes from. Now that I got a little off topic, that's all I have to say about that. Sorry. I know, and I'm sorry for the tough love, but you know what? I needed this tough love today. I needed it. I needed to hear it, and I needed to remind myself of why I started this journey on February 13th, 2018. I need to remember what I was feeling when I went to that doctor's office thinking I was having a heart attack or a stroke or something. I need to remember that, and I need to remember that so I don't go back to it. And maybe you need to hear it today so you don't go back to it. So let's end on a good note, my friends. Yeah, I know. I told you before, yes, I do these videos for you, but I do these videos for me. And I'll get to watch this again when I'm editing it because I need to hear it. Yep. So my friends, make a plan. You can do it. You can do it. If you're struggling, email me, message me, something. I will talk you down off that ledge. I will. I wish I had let Doug talk me down off the ledge yesterday. But you know, sometimes the people that are closest to us and love us the most, sometimes it's a little hard for them. And sometimes I don't want to listen to them. So my friends, thank you so much if you made it this long through all these tirades. It's a long one. I appreciate it. And that is all I have to say. I will link the video in case you haven't seen it here about celebration meals versus replacement meals. And I'll link another way in up here where I give you a little more tough love. So have a fantastic day, my friends. Let me know in the comments below how you did this week. And I promise you, I got this.